All right, so picture this, two neighbors, right? They share a long, complicated history, some amazing food, a passion for cricket that borders on religious fervor, and, oh yeah, a pretty serious collection of missiles. Welcome to our in-depth comparison of the missile capabilities of India and Pakistan. Now, I know what you're thinking, Irfan, missiles. That sounds a bit intense, and you're right, it is. But understanding these capabilities is also incredibly important to understanding the dynamics of a region that's home to over 1.5 billion people. It's like knowing the biggest guys in the schoolyard have, well, really big rulers. Today we'll be looking at the top 5 missiles from each country and see how they stack up against each other. We're not here to pick fights or declare winners like it's some kind of geopolitical Olympics. Though can you imagine the opening ceremony for that? And now entering the stadium, the Agni-V with a flame that really means business. No, our goal is to look at the tech, the range, the strategy, and what these metallic birds of prey mean for regional security. It's about understanding the pieces on a very, very big chessboard. So grab your metaphorical safety goggles because things are about to get ballistic. We're going to dive into the specifics, the nitty-gritty, the stuff that makes generals nod thoughtfully and engineers beam with pride. We'll try to keep it engaging, maybe even crack a smile or two, because let's be honest, sometimes the most serious topics are the ones that need a little bit of perspective. We're talking about instruments of power, symbols of technological achievement, and ultimately, tools that shape the way nations interact. So let's get into it. First up on the Indian side, we have the Agni-V. Now, Agni means fire in Sanskrit, and let me tell you, this missile lives up to its name. This isn't your average firecracker, folks. We're talking about an intercontinental ballistic missile, or ICBM, which is the missile equivalent of having a really, really long selfie stick one that can reach across continents. Its officially stated range is over 5,000 kilometers, though some analysts whisper it might be able to go even further, like that friend who says they'll just have one, but you know better. Developed by India's Defence, Research and Development Organisation, or DRDO, the Agni-V is a testament to India's indigenous defence capabilities, a product of years of research, development and sheer brainpower. It's the big gun, the strategic heavyweight in India's missile lineup. Now let's talk about what this fire can carry. The Agni-V is designed to deliver a nuclear warhead, and it has a pretty hefty payload capacity, reportedly around 1.5 tons. Think of it as a very, very determined delivery service. It's a 3-stage solid-fueled missile, which is important because solid fuel means it can be launched much more quickly than liquid-fueled missiles. Less prep time when you're in a hurry, plus it's canister-launched and road mobile, meaning it can be moved around and fired from almost anywhere. This mobility is crucial for survivability. It's harder to hit a target that keeps moving, like trying to swat a particularly agile fly. This makes it a very credible deterrent. So what's the big deal strategically? Well, the Agni-V gives India what's called a credible minimum deterrence, especially when you consider its reach. It significantly extends India's strategic footprint, allowing it to project power and deter potential adversaries from a much greater distance. It's a key component of India's nuclear triad aspirations and reinforces its no-first-use policy by ensuring a devastating second strike capability. If someone starts something, India wants to make it very clear they can finish it decisively. It's not just about Pakistan. The Agni-V's range puts other major players in Asia within its sights, fundamentally altering the strategic calculus of the entire region. It's a game changer, plain and simple. Plain. All right, now let's hop over the border and look at Pakistan's corner. When India develops a missile like the Agni-V, you can bet Pakistan is watching closely, and their answer in the long-range department is the Shaheen-3. Shaheen means falcon, a bird known for its keen eyesight and swift attack, which is a pretty apt name for a missile, don't you think? This is a surface-to-surface ballistic missile, and it's currently Pakistan's longest-range missile, with a stated capability of hitting targets up to 2,750 kilometers away. While that's not quite the intercontinental reach of the Agni-V, it's still a very significant distance, comfortably covering all of India and extending into parts of the Middle East. The Shaheen-3 is also a multi-stage solid-fuel missile, sharing that quick launch advantage we talked about with the Agni-V. This is a common theme you'll see. Nations develop capabilities in response to or in anticipation of what their neighbors are doing. It's like a technological arms race, but with much bigger stakes than who has the latest smartphone. The Shaheen-3 is designed to carry both conventional and nuclear warheads, making it a versatile tool in Pakistan's strategic arsenal. Its development is a clear signal of Pakistan's intent to maintain what it views as a credible deterrence against its larger neighbor, ensuring it has the means to respond if it feels threatened. It's all about maintaining that delicate and often tense strategic balance. From Pakistan's perspective, the Shaheen-3 is absolutely crucial. It's a cornerstone of their policy of full-spectrum deterrence, which aims to deter all forms of aggression, conventional or nuclear. Given the conventional military asymmetry with India, Pakistan relies heavily on its missile program, and particularly missiles like the Shaheen-3, to provide that strategic counterbalance. Every test launch of the Shaheen-3 is not just a technical exercise, it's a message. It's Pakistan saying, we see your capabilities and we have our own. It's designed to ensure that any potential conflict would come at an unacceptably high cost for any aggressor, thereby, in theory, preventing conflict in the first place. It's a high-stakes game of chess played with very powerful pieces. Chapter 3, India's Speedster. The BrahMos, fast, furious, and formidable. Now let's switch gears from the high-flying ballistic missiles to something that hugs the ground or the sea, or even launches from the air. I'm talking about India's BrahMos, and folks, this thing is fast. Supersonic fast. Think of it as the Usain Bolt of the missile world. The name BrahMos is a portmanteau, a fancy word for smooshing two names together derived from two rivers, the Brahmaputra in India and the Moskva in Russia. And that's because this is a joint venture between India's DRDO and Russia's NPO Mashinostroyenia. It's a fantastic example of international collaboration in defense technology, kind of like a supergroup. But instead of making music, they make things that go whoosh very, very quickly. The BrahMos is a cruise missile, which means it flies within the Earth's atmosphere using jet engine technology and can navigate to its target with high precision. But its standout feature is its speed. It travels at speeds of Mach 2.8 to Mach 3, which is almost 3 times the speed of sound. This makes it incredibly difficult to intercept. By the time you hear it, if you even can, it's probably too late, and the versatility, it can be launched from land-based mobile launchers, from warships, from submarines, and even from fighter jets like the Sukhoi Su-30 MKI. It's like the Swiss Army knife of missiles, capable of taking out targets on land and at sea with pinpoint accuracy. The strategic and tactical importance of the BrahMos for India cannot be overstated. In any conventional conflict scenario, a missile that is this fast, this precise, and this versatile provides a massive advantage. It can be used for precision strikes against high-value targets like enemy command centers, air bases, or warships, often before the enemy even knows what hit them. It operates on a fire-and-forget principle, meaning once it's launched, it guides itself to the target, allowing the launch platform to scoot away. India is also looking to export the BrahMos, which tells you something about their confidence in its capabilities. It's a clear statement of India's growing prowess in advanced missile technology, a real feather in its cap. Chapter 4. Pakistan's stealthy striker, the Babur cruise missile. So if India has the supersonic BrahMos, what's Pakistan got in the cruise missile department? Well, they have the Babur, also known as the HAT-F7. Now, the Babur is a subsonic cruise missile, meaning it doesn't break the sound barrier like the BrahMos. But don't let that fool you. Slower doesn't necessarily mean less effective. Sometimes stealth and precision are just as important as outright speed, like a ninja versus a sprinter. The Babur is named after the first Mughal emperor, a historical nod that's pretty common in naming these big pieces of hardware. It's Pakistan's first indigenously developed cruise missile, a significant achievement for their defense industry. The Babur is designed for high precision and has what's called terrain-hugging capability. This means it can fly very low to the ground, following the contours of the terrain, which makes it incredibly difficult for enemy radar to detect and track. It's like it's playing a very serious game of hide-and-seek with radar systems. It uses a combination of GPS, inertial navigation systems, INS, and terrain contour matching, TERCOM, for guidance, ensuring it hits its target with a high degree of accuracy. The Babur can carry both conventional and nuclear warheads, and it comes in several variants, including land-launched, Babur 1, Babur 1A, Babur 2, and even a submarine-launched version called the Babur 3 or HATF-7, which is a pretty big deal. The strategic significance of the Babur, especially its later variants, and the submarine-launched Babur 3 is substantial for Pakistan. A submarine-launched cruise missile, SLCM, like the Babur 3, gives Pakistan a credible second strike capability from the sea, which is a crucial element of nuclear deterrence. If your land-based missiles are vulnerable, having a hidden ace up your sleeve, or rather under the waves, is a game-changer. The Babur series enhances Pakistan's ability to deliver a precision strike, potentially bypassing sophisticated air defense systems due to its low flight profile and stealthy characteristics. It's a key part of Pakistan's efforts to maintain that strategic equilibrium we talked about, ensuring they have a diverse range of delivery systems for all scenarios. Chapter 5. India's Tactical Punch, the Prithvi 2, Battlefield Dominance. Let's bring it back to India for our final missile in this particular showdown, and we're looking at the Prithvi 2. Now, the Prithvi series holds a special place in India's missile story because it was one of the first missiles developed under the ambitious Integrated Guided Missile Development Program, IGMDP, which Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who later became President of India, spearheaded. Prithvi means earth in Sanskrit, and this missile is very much about dominating the immediate battlefield, the earth right in front of you, so to speak. The Prithvi 2 is a short-range surface-to-surface ballistic missile, SRBM, designed for tactical roles rather than long-range strategic deterrence like the Agni series. The Prithvi 2 has a range of around 350 kilometers and can carry a payload of about 500 to 1,000 kilograms. This payload can be a variety of warhead types, including conventional high explosives, penetration, cluster munitions, or even tactical nuclear warheads. Unlike the solid-fueled Agni or Shaheen-3, the Prithvi 2 primarily uses liquid propellants, though there have been developments towards solid-fueled versions as well. Liquid fuel means a slightly longer preparation time, but for a tactical missile expected to be used in a battlefield scenario, it offers advantages in terms of thrust control. It's known for its high accuracy and quick deployment capabilities once it's ready, making it a potent weapon for engaging targets close to the front lines. So, what's its job on the battlefield? The Prithvi 2 is all about providing the Indian Army with a powerful, mobile artillery option that can strike deep into enemy territory. Think of it as a very, very big cannon with a really good aim. Its targets would typically be enemy troop concentrations, armoured formations, airfields, command and control centres, and other critical military infrastructure that supports the enemy's frontline operations. By being able to hit these targets quickly and precisely, the Prithvi 2 can disrupt enemy plans, support offensive maneuvers by Indian forces, and generally make life very difficult for an adversary in a conventional conflict. It's a workhorse, a reliable and proven system that has been in service for years. Outro, the takeaway more than just metal. So there you have it. That's our comparison of some of the top missiles from India and Pakistan. The Agni-V reaching for the skies, the Shaheen-3 answering that call, the supersonic BrahMos defying speed limits, the stealthy Babur hugging the terrain, and the tactical Prithvi 2 ready for the battlefield. It's clear that both nations have invested heavily in developing a diverse range of missile capabilities, each tailored to their specific strategic doctrines and security perceptions. It's a complex tapestry of technology, strategy, and geopolitics. And these aren't just chunks of metal. They represent years of scientific endeavor and national ambition. Now, the big question, which country do you think has the edge? Or is edge even the right way to think about it when the stakes are this high? This isn't a sports match where we can definitively score points. The effectiveness of these systems depends on so many factors: training, doctrine, intelligence, command and control. And thankfully, the fact that they haven't been used against each other. But we'd love to hear your thoughts. Let us know in the comments below. What aspects do you find most significant? What did we miss? And of course, if you found this deep dive into the world of South Asian missiles insightful, or at least slightly less terrifying than you expected, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful comparisons. We try to make sense of a complicated world, one video at a time. Thanks for watching, and let's all hope these incredible pieces of engineering remain topics of discussion and deterrence rather than deployment. Stay curious, stay informed.